Thomas against Conley. Outside for Sullinger. Three-pointer. Can't get it to go. Gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Mr. Perfect, the pass to Conley. They double-team Conley. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Celtics ball.
Well, some rookies have been making a name for themselves on the glass this past month. Let's see who we're talking about. Look at Big Daddy. He does a great job inside. One of the top rebounders in the league.
And every team in the league needs a guy who can go and get. I mean, his great work on the boards certainly endear him to the coaching staff.
Well, I tell you what, he just creates so many second chance opportunities for his team when he's on the floor. I mean, last month was a huge one for him. Be interesting to see if he can keep it going.
And guys, as much as Isaiah Thomas can help you on offense, at times he can hurt you on the defensive side. Immediately posted up by whomever he's guarding, you have to get help. And, of course, that leaves your defense vulnerable, particularly on the weak side and controlling that defensive backboard.
Zeller, he's checked in for Jay Crowder. Right outside. He's covered by Zeller and out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. Here is Thomas. 36 seconds left to play here in the first. Over in the corner, Turner. From outside, off the mark. An impressive 60% early. Lets it go from deep. Here's Mr. Perfect. Pass to Phillips. Over to the wing. Olynyk is covering. The pass to Stewart. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Celtics out in front, up 2. And the second quarter will get underway. And Stevens lured away from a very successful tenure with the Butler Bulldogs. I wonder if Coach Brad Stevens feels like he's recruiting another college class with all those draft picks lost in his stockpile.
Well, I don't know how he would address that question, but I do know he's feeling real good about his decision. I mean, taking... I think he's one. It was the NBA's game and college basketball's loss when he moved on to the Celtics.
Well said. And welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. More action in store as the players get ready to go, having a nice break to get hydrated with Gatorade. And the Celtics guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
It's just been a long-range battle for them and one that they're winning right now.
Yeah, sharp shooting from deep, a big part of why they're up.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court right now for the Celtics. Thomas is out there with Smart. Then it's Evan Turner. Then it's Zeller. And it's Olynyk in at the power forward position. Thing has been terrific. 54% on the game.
And guys, we've seen teams hire college coaches with no NBA experience before. It hasn't always worked out, but for Boston, they have to be very pleased with Brad Stevens.
Stewart, the pick gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the J.
And another lead change here. How many of these are we going to have tonight?
I'm not quite sure, but I'm willing to bet it'll be more than a few.
Zeller, a screen on right. Boston again missing. And Brad Stevens now in his third year coaching the Celtics. Greg, I know you admire him from afar. Good fit for the franchise. Good fit, Clark, for a young team.
Agree with you completely on all of that. He stresses team unity and selflessness and sets the example and tone with his demeanor.
Just 2 to shoot. Here's Mr. Perfect. It's tipped. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Thomas goes in. No one near Turner as he lets it go. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. Thomas got assist number 5 here tonight. Now here's Wright. They had a 24-point outing in their last game against Portland.
And was a force on the defensive side as well. 4 steals over the course of that game.
In the hoop for his 4th field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
They get a hand on it and stolen by Wright. Ball going up court. Finished off the break.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. Floor is open. Take care of business.
Always an advantage when you can get out in the open floor. You get much better rhythm offensively. And this lead, I think, is headed up.
Here's the 3. And Olynyk with the basket on the assist by Thomas. Thomas got 6 assists here tonight. Gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting.
And the thing with Kelly Olynyk, he does some stuff that really helps you, and some also that will hurt. I mean, he's highly skilled. He's got the deep range, textbook positioning in terms of the post. A lot of tricky moves down there. Yet he has a hard time being effective against great athletes, which the NBA is filled with. So he's going to have to evolve as a basketball player if he wants to be effective.
Well, and back to Kelly Olynyk. As a coach, you have to identify the matchups where he can be effective because Clark is against explosive long-limb guys. They'll take advantage of him.
Yeah, they will. But in the right matchup, he's effective. He can help. He makes 35% of his threes, has done that for the last 2 years. And I think he gives you some toughness and rebounding as well. I like him as a second-unit player.
So both teams changing it up here. Turner against Conley. And it's Turner off the drive, and that is good. Turner's got the game tied up here for the Celtics.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
2 minutes. There's the pick. Rebound, Boston. A minute 50 left to play in the first half. No good.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might well tell the story in this one.
And that should tilt things their way. No doubt they've been winning on the backboard.
Here's Money. He's guarded by Johnson. 3 on the clock. Here's Rowe. Hits the front of the rim and out. The Celtics have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Left side, Bradley. And Turner kicks to Johnson. To the right side. Feeds to Sullinger. And no good. And a chance to take the lead. Gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. It's stolen by Bradley. Outside Turner. There's 42 seconds left here in the second. He tries for 3. They grab their own miss. Got a hand on it. Defended by Crowder. Tries to snap the cold streak. The rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Takes a 3. And down it goes just as the clock hits 0.
How about the timing? And unbelievable.
And we're through the first half of basketball here in what's been a good one.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it down for you. Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. Their largest deficit of the period was just 4 points. They were right there within shouting distance the entire time. The second quarter was a strong effort for them as they continued to battle, and they were able to close out the half in a good position. Kenny, what's your take on Boston so far?
Well, quite simply, their bench showed up tonight. And when I say showed up, I'm talking about on the offensive end because they were scoring in bunches. Now, you want your reserves to just at least come in and hold the fort, but they did way more than that tonight.
And big fella.
Points and
that's it for halftime as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
the third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game.
Checking out the game. Evan Turner is having 10 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
We've got the Wizard, Champ out there with Mr. Fundamentals, and there's Money. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. That's tipped. Bradley against Conley. Passes it to Money. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Money's got his first basket of the night. The Celtics with the lead. Sullinger the screen. In the corner, Bradley with it. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. Thomas got his 7th assist in the game.
And you know, he's going to continue to bury those if that's how they're going to D him up.
Ladies and gentlemen, taking a look at Avery Bradley, his career's been kind of up and down. Greg started out in high school where he developed into one of the nation's top prospects.
That's a great point. And as a college freshman, really established as one of the top defensive guards in the country, won numerous awards, then enters the draft after only 1 year.
He had stolen by Sullinger. And pushing it up, here's Boston. And he makes good on the layup. Now it's a 6-point Celtic lead.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he's on the money, that's no doubt.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Johnson sets the screen for Bradley. He dishes it to Crowder. Sullinger a screen on Conley. Crowder the pass to Sullinger. Sullinger's got his 2nd basket of the game.
That one was solid. There's a big difference in the field goal percentages between these two teams here in the second half.
And, Greg, that difference has come about because we've got one team moving crisply, getting good shots, and the other is just kind of stagnant. Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Yeah, and that's important because this game may ultimately come down to which team controls the paint in crunch time.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
Yeah, saw some things that just weren't working for them and wants to make some adjustments.
Yeah, and no reason to wait around to do that, Greg. I mean, might as well make those adjustments right away.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Olenek, he's checked in for Sullinger. And it's Mickey in for Johnson.
I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
And here's Conley outside. That's good. Now just a 3-point Boston lead.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Thomas kicks to Bradley. Knocked loose. Pushing it up. Finished it off with a lay-in. 6 points for the Prodigy.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
They set the pick. Bradley kicks to Thomas. Back to Bradley. Back to Thomas. 5 on the clock. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Here's Mickey, and that's out of bounds. Boston will return possession. Boston making a switch here. Smart's checked in.
Welcome, fans, to the FIBA World Championships. Substitution for the Celtics. Marcus Smart.
Here's Thomas. No good off the back of the rim. Gotten 4 of their first 5 second-hand shots to fall. 80% since the break. Here's Big Daddy, defended by Crowder. Kicks it to Conley. 6 on the shot clock. Out to the wing. Here's Clark. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Boston's gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage. Thomas kicks to Smart. Here's the floater. Good.
Isaiah Thomas.
Thomas got 5 points so far.
Assisted by Marcus Smart. Timeout call.
Marcus Smart was drafted as their future point guard. He came in with a lot of work to do and a skill set that people really like. But his first season, Clark, was a roller coaster.
Yeah, it really was. He was an off guard in high school and in his first year of college as well. Really only played full-time at the point the year before he was drafted.
And for Smart, though, he still has a lot of work to do on his ball handling and passing. His shooting, I think, exceeded some people's expectations. 37% from the field last year was subpar, but his 34% accuracy from 3 was solid. He finally started going straight up on his jumper instead of leaning in, and his release looked money.
Champs checked in for Mr. Perfect. Outside Conley. Pass to Stewart. Rebound, Boston.
You know, you talk about Smart's lackluster field goal percentage. Once he gets more comfortable with his ball handling and adjust to the length in the NBA, I think he'll convert more at the basket. That'll also create more drive and dish chances for him as well. Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
Here's the screen. Big Daddy, and he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick. Big Daddy's got his first bucket of the night. Thomas kicks to Olynyk. Doubled by Conley. Thomas a screen. Outside Turner. Left side Thomas. And it's blocked. And it'll be Boston as it goes out of bounds. Celtics retain possession. Some changes for Boston. Jared Sullinger's checked in for Kelly Olynyk, and Amir Johnson subbed in for Jay Crowder.
Jared Sullinger.
41 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Turner, and they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
That's his second personal foul.
And Evan Turner's one of those guys, he just gives you a little bit of everything. I mean, he can play multiple positions, handles the ball, he can pass it, shoot it. Kind of a Swiss Army jackknife who uses multiple tools to his advantage.
Here's Big Daddy. He sinks the 11-footer. Big Daddy's got 4 points in the quarter. 27 seconds left here in the third quarter. Now here's Smart, guarded closely, and they're running. Here's Stewart, lays it in off the breakaway. And now just a 2-point Celtic lead.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Sullinger the screen. Thomas kicks to Sullinger. Off target from the wing. Big Daddy shot will not go. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Boston on top, up by 2. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as... All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. And so here's the home team, trailing by 2 on the floor for Boston. Bradley and Turner filling out the perimeter. Jared Sullinger is out there with Amir Johnson, and it's Thomas in at the guard position.
Substitution on the floor. Rowe. Houdini.
Here's Houdini. Turner covering. Clock at 6. Here's Houdini. It's good. This game is all even.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate.
Yeah, exactly. It sure is. Plenty of second opportunities. 8 of their last 10 points from the paint, but the defense still continues to back away and not show any aggressiveness.
The shot by Sullinger, wide open. And good. He nails it. And the Celtics lead by 2. Being 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. Conley against Thomas. It's hauled in by Thomas. Boston's gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage. Here's Turner. The layup off target.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
No one near Conley as he lets it go. Sinks the three-pointer.
Wow, the fans are really getting their money's worth tonight. What an entertaining ball game.
Up to this point, Greg, it's been almost impossible to separate these teams. I think this one's going to be close all the way.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
Catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Hi, guys. Over that break, I was able to catch the message Brad Stevens was giving to his team. He really wants them to try to push the tempo here, see if they can get a few easy buckets in transition, saying, listen, we're playing station to station right now. Let's try to catch them off guard, guys. Let's see if they can do exactly that, Kevin.
Here's Mr. Perfect, defended by Crowder. He's guarded by Johnson. Just 4 to shoot. That's a 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here. There's been a change in his game compared to what we saw in the first half. I mean, he's scoring with a lot of confidence now.
And it's Conley penetrating. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. There's the pass to Mr. Perfect. From 13, the rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Thomas. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
From deep. Here's Conley. But they get it back. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Out to the right wing. Here's Stewart. Tough break there. Shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. The Celtics have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. That's tipped, and here's the break. Drops in the breakaway layup. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Yeah, and actually still too close to call. I mean, this one is tight.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Here's Bradley. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. And the Celtics lead by 1. Gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Here's Conley. Again, Conley missing.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Outside Thomas. It's deflected. Guarded by Bradley. Wide open. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. Now a timeout called by Boston. They lead by 1. And there's a minute 45 left to play in the final quarter.
Right.
And there's a minute 45 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Thomas, and it's blocked. Tries to save it. That'll be Boston as it goes out of bounds. Celtics retain possession.
Out of bounds. Boston. Boston timeout.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They're leading by 1. There's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter. Johnson with a screen on right. And Thomas, here we go. Boston, no good that time either.
A clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Shoots from 12. And that one's good. Right.
He's buckets, and we know he delivers down the stretch.
Boston trailing. Outside Brent from the stripe, and he gets it to go.
What a shot over the bigger defender. That could prove to be a massive bucket.
Greg does not get much tougher than that. Tough defense, high pressure situation, clutch play. I love it.
Hits some rim on the way again, and the bucket's good.
And how about the execution, really when it matters most? He knew he had the height advantage and just got the job done. No need to pass in that situation.
Thomas kicks to Bradley. Offline from the top of the key. Houdini passes to right. To the wing right side. Houdini nails it.
They don't get any bigger than that basket.
They needed it, Greg, and he gave it to them.
And the Celtics with possession here. And Thomas, here we go. But he stays with it. That doesn't go either for Thomas.
I wonder if switching baskets really threw him off. I mean, because he can't get anything to fall this half.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
And really, with every point from this point on, it seems like they're just closer to finishing this one off.
If they haven't already done it. I mean, hey, it's been a tremendous all-around performance from this group. I don't think there's any question about that.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They trail by 5. 20 seconds left in the game. Guys, what do you think?
Yeah, coaches tell them take the easy points in a hurry and then foul as soon as possible.
Yeah, but you don't want to foul blindly, though. I think teams make a mistake when they do that. Go for the steal. See if you can force a mistake. And then see what happens after that.
The Wizard, he's checked in for Houdini. And they go to the intentional foul.
At the line. Right.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
That ought to do it. I think any chance for a miracle comeback just went out the window with those freebies.
Thomas kicks to Bradley. Let's go. Count it. Here's the prodigy. Sinks it.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
And so the home crowd treated to a win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but Clark, in the end, everyone satisfied.
Yeah, you know, it looked like for a moment there the outcome was in doubt, but give him a lot of credit for hanging tough, persevering, and finishing strong.
And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. Now it's time to
the 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson. Got Shaquille O'Neal, got Kenny the Jet Smith. Without further ado, let's take a look at our Jordan Player of the Game.
I don't know if there's a fan base that loves their star more than this crowd. Wow. I'm getting jealous, and he feeds off that too. Once they got behind him, he became unstoppable, man.
He shot over 50% from the field in the game, a testament to how hard he worked to always find the best look possible. He was in constant motion. He found those gaps in the D and made the most of his open looks.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. Excited, thrilled to be here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm so lucky. And coming right up, we'll see this home squad playing against the Houston Rockets. Looking at Houston, they went 2-0 against this team last season, looking to continue that string of victories tonight. We'll be watching Dwight Howard patrolling the paint tonight. He's no longer the unquestioned best center in the NBA, but there are times, Shaq, where he can still be a dominant force.
Yeah, he still has that physical advantage, Ernie, against 99% of the guys in the post. That's what I've been saying for a long time. And he does this every now and then, but that's what I've been saying for a long time. 28-10, I think he could do it. And every now and then, he can do that.
Well, Superman is in the building.
Don't you say it.
Okay,
Don't you say it.
Okay, I thought he was.
If you say it again, I'm going to reach across the table.
I won't say it anymore.
Okay.
But his defense is still huge, and that also can win basketball games. And he has been a defensive stopper regardless of his offensive efforts.
I'll let you say it one more time.
Superman is not in the building. He's over here sitting with us.
It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. The Houston Rockets coming to this one after a win against the Charlotte Hornets.
And in that game, guys, I mean, the beneficiary of what was some very lackluster defense being played against them.
Agreed, guys. It was really quite shocking and disappointing how many free runs to the hoop they got.
A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. Beverly and Harden, they're the backcourt. Beasley out there with Howard. And it's Ariza in at the small forward.
That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
When you think of James Harden, you don't think much about his athleticism. His strength, though, is exceptional for his position.
Yeah, I think that's his greatest attribute. His ball handling's good, but it's his strength. He's able to run through contact.
Here's Big Daddy. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
I like that, getting their offense started with a high-quality look down low.
Yeah, high percentage shot, and the more points you can get inside, I think the better off they'll be as the game progresses.
Now, here's Beverly. Harden kicks to Howard, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
That's how you drive your point home.
I tell you what, he's lucky on that one that he got away with maybe not picking up a tee.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Goes up on the wing. Can't hit.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
Beverly with the ball. Got a piece of it. Here's the break. Here's Big Daddy. No luck, so Houston will take it the other way.
And Harden able to get wherever he wants on the court. I mean, he can muscle you, but he's also got that Euro step and all those moves that just leave you in a dizzy.
Conley, the pass to Big Daddy. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Clock at 6. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Big Daddy's got his first 2 points.
You know, and Harden, you think about how elusive he is, but at the same time, he's a guy that seeks contact. I mean, he'll entice a defender to try and reach in, and a master salesman when it comes to getting those refs to blow the whistle.
Dwight Howard with some slick passing on that one.
Gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Pass to Big Daddy. Here's Rowe. It's deflected. Harden outside. Here's Ariza. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Count that one.
Oh, how pretty was that? Use the rim to protect the ball perfectly.
Houston in the lead. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Yes, I had the chance to talk with the head coach for Houston. He told me that he's looking forward to this matchup. Their first look at this team so far this season. He said they'll look to play up defensively. As usual, their length and shot blocking a great deterrent inside. Kevin?
Great stuff, Doris. Thanks. That's a mantra we're going to hear, I think, a lot from coaches. Defense first.
You know, we always do, but it really rings true with this group. When they get all 5 guys keyed in at the defensive end, I think they make things very difficult for the opponent.
Yeah, and I think every single possession is going to be a battle in this one. That's what I'm expecting anyway.
You know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, and you know, coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do.
Houston making a switch. Capella's checked in.
He's got so much junk in his trunk, he'll find a way to hurt you.
Well, looking back on last season, you didn't know where the Rockets would end up in terms of seeding in the playoffs. Ended up with the 2 seed because they won the Southwest Division. And as it turned out, everything worked out very well for them.
It really did, and had a divisional matchup in that first round against the Mavs. But the Rockets took care of business in that series and would advance.
Here's Money after the Rockets pick up 3. Here's Mr. Perfect. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good.
When his hook shot is on, there's nothing you can do defensively. It's almost a given he's going to knock it down.
They set the pick. Screened by Howard. Now here's Beverly. He's tightly guarded. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Well, Dwight Howard had that back surgery, and he's had knee trouble, and he is no longer quite as dominant Clark as the player we saw back in certainly his younger days in Orlando.
Yeah, but nonetheless, Kevin, he's still in the conversation for best centers in the NBA. I think he remains a superstar big man when he's healthy.
Brewer is checked in for Trevor Ariza. To the middle. And he gets it to go.
The heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket. And you remember back in Orlando, Dwight Howard, a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, not to mention a slam dunk title. He's lost some of that lift, but still has more than just about any other center in our league.
Gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Here's Money. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And they take the lead.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Rockets trail.
And Howard missing a lot of time last season with various knee issues. He's taken his training and conditioning regimen to a new level, it looks like, to kind of preserve his body for the long haul.
35 seconds left here in the opening quarter, but they recover it. He's guarded by Howard. And there's the pass to Houdini. Dishes it to Clark. Brewer with the steal. Out to the right wing. Beverly wide open. His 3-pointers off the mark. Clark. No good. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Rockets lead by 1. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And Dwight Howard, a lightning rod figure around the league, subject to a lot of criticism, but he says he takes comfort in playing the game. It's an interesting concept that Dwight has to take something very seriously in order to have fun. He does say he has a burning passion to win a championship. He's been in the finals, and this is a guy that's got still a lot to shoot for, he feels, in his career.
That's a great point, Kevin. And the challenge for Dwight is how to balance how serious he is and how passionate he is with having that fun on the court that he's after.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
And we've really seen them get out and establish a real nice rhythm offensively.
Ways to score, multiple ways, playing well and sharing the ball, just operating good at the offensive end.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going.
At the line,
Mr. Perfect out there with the professor.
31.
And there's Money. Then it's Houdini. And he can't hit the second. Houston leading by 3. Now here's Beverly. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. That drops.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game. And guys, Patrick Beverly, a perfect fit for the Rockets alongside James Harden. Now, you know, Beverly is in that complementary role as a 3 and D guy. And remember, also, even though he's the point guard, he doesn't need the ball to be effective. He's good at just spotting up for threes, and he's a hounding on-ball defender.
Well, 50% from the floor. Here's Shake and Bake. Passes it to Big Daddy. Pass to Phillips. Takes a 3, and that one's good. Shake and Bake's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
A shot by Harden, wide open, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Phillips, the pass to Big Daddy. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Houston's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Pass to Jones. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game. Gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Here's Phillips. Here's Rowe. That's it. He found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
And remember, they won both games in this matchup last year. No small feat.
2 of the top teams in their respective conferences, guys. You want to be at your best against top-caliber competition.
Harden dishes to Jones. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Screen by Jones. Back to Harden. 14 feet away. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Phillips, the pass to Rowe. And there's the 3-second violation. And now let's highlight the highest scoring teams in the NBA.
And how about the year they've had offensively? This is a team that can put points on the board in a hurry. Always fun to watch them play.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Now Harden against Charlotte. He was really on his game. Outside, Jones. 6 to shoot. Jones sets the pick for Beverly. The 3 from Harden. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. He has a scorching 86%.
They're hovering around 50% for the game in three-pointers. That's pretty good. But they've really elevated here in the second quarter.
And Beverly gets to Ariza. And another 3 for Houston.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Guys, before last season, Trevor Ariza signing a 4-year, $32 million deal with the Rockets. Big free agent get for the team.
And, you know, they wanted to re-sign Chandler Parsons, Kevin, but with his departure, in comes Ariza, and Trevor is a quality replacement. A terrific wing defender. And he's a nice spot-up shooter as well.
Both teams will make substitutions. Inside, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Conley.
And now a quick review at the numbers for the Prodigy. 1st in free throw percentage. 2nd in field goal percentage. And he's also got the 2nd best three-point percentage in the league. An absolute dead-eye from beyond.
And it's nice when you've got a guy who doesn't miss much from the line. You just keep the ball in his hands in clutch situations. He's been automatic this season.
Gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%.
And, you know, you compare their games. Ariza a bit more limited maybe offensively than Parsons, a few years older, but he's also a better defender and also better at playing without the basketball. Remember, you got 5 guys out there, only 1 ball. Sometimes your chemistry can improve when a guy doesn't need the basketball to be effective.
2 minutes left. 2.
Harden outside. Inside. Oh, and the dunk by Jones.
And he is the ultimate when it comes to being a floor leader on the offensive end.
Yeah, you know, he's got a little bit of Greg Anthony in him, and he has been that leader today. I think he's done a really nice job of moving the ball and distributing it the way it needs to be done.
Well, Clark, I'm glad you referenced specifically why you thought he had a little Greg Anthony. I thought you were talking about my knees, man. He looked a little hobbled out there for a moment.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Capella's checked in, and it's Brewer in for James Harden.
And, you know, for the Rockets, a nice pairing with James Harden and Trevor Ariza. Ariza, a spot-up shooter and defender, while Harden arguably the premier offensive creator in the league. I mean, they really complement each other well.
That's good. The Houston lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Rowe.
Now that's a momentum shifter there. A steal leading straight to a quick bucket.
Yeah, and a great way, Clark, to capitalize on the turnover. Don't waste any time. Get the ball right up the court.
Brewer's shot is off.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Wright with it. Guarded now by Michael Beasley. And Wright, here we go. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And you can tell he's hungry because that's how you eat away at a lead right there. Make some highlight reel plays and shake that defense up.
Well, Greg, you're right. Not all 2 points are the same. Not when they come on a stuff like that one.
Well, I like the craftiness in his game. I mean, he can distribute or he can attack the basket, just like we saw right there.
You know, I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it, too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
Dwight Howard's checked in for Houston. Gotten both of their 3-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. To the wing on the left. It's deflected. There's 21 seconds left in the second quarter. There's a screen. Right side, Conley. And that one comes up a bit short.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And so we conclude the first half. Rockets ahead, up 7. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the side.
Thank you, Kevin. Dwight, what's your assessment of the team?
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal. James Harden was the man in the first. He had 16 points and 4 assists. What'd you think, Shaq, about the first half we saw from the Rockets? How about you, Kenny? What did you think about this home team?
Well, right now, they're getting a little embarrassed.
Just about time for the third quarter to get underway, and we'll see you again at...
All right, the second half beginning in just a moment.
Harden doing it all. 16 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
And so in the game for the Rockets, Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. Howard is out there with Beasley, and it's Beverly in at the 1 spot. Hits the jumper. He has 7.
And their solid play in the paint continues, guys.
And that's been their focus, it seems, throughout the game. I like the discipline that they've showed in terms of creating those opportunities on the inside. Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
Gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight.
For Dwight Howard, guys, there were 2 or 3 seasons in Orlando and L.A. that seemed like one big soap opera. So now, to me, it seems like he's happy and settled, though, here in Houston.
Beverly with the ball. Now Wright defending. Beverly dishes to Harden. Harden draws the double. That's tipped and stolen by Wright. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
And it seems, Greg, that, as he was just talking moments ago about Howard finding his niche in Houston, it seems he's more comfortable. Certainly a great legacy of terrific big men for the Rockets. Clark, you know that firsthand. They've had some terrific names over the years.
How about Yao Ming, Kevin? Moses Malone, Elvin Hayes, Hakeem Olajuwon. No greater roster of big men than that one there.
No good from Beasley.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
From past the arc. Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. And that's 2 points on the layup. He's got 9.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They have got to figure it out.
Timeout called, the Rockets.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
Houston making some changes. Jones comes in for Dwight Howard. And it's Moniunas in for Michael Beasley. Screen by Jones. Ariza outside. The dive for the ball. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. That's good.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Here's Mr. Perfect, defended by Jones. Here's Mr. Perfect, lays it up and banks it in. Mr. Perfect's got his second basket.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Here's Big Daddy. To the inside. And Jones pulls it down.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. And that's the shot he has to take.
Exactly. That's the right look. The decision was good. He just didn't execute.
Out to the right wing. Here's Big Daddy. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. And a brief look now at the best rebounders from the point guard position over the past month. You take a look at Wright, a terrific rebound.
And this is a unique group of players. It's not often we talk about the rebound leaders at the point, but with these guys, it's warranted because of just how well they do.
And, Greg, I think it gives them an edge over most of their counterparts at the point guard spot. I mean, desire, attitude, and they really look to mix it up. They're not afraid to do anything to help their team's cause.
Home team on D. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half.
And thought that pass was going to get through, but no. All of a sudden, he was going the other way with the basketball.
Rockets leading by 5. Like last season, we saw Moniunas make some nice strides.
Yeah, big uptick in his scoring efficiency, Kevin, on both his shooting from beyond the arc and from within the arc increased.
And he gets it to go. The Prodigy's got 5.
They've been getting it inside at every opportunity and getting results, too.
Yeah, that's a winning formula as far as I'm concerned. They've been the aggressors and far more assertive on the offensive end. Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
The Big Daddy passes to Mr. Perfect. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Mr. Perfect's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
Reverse that one home. Now that was nice, real nice.
The agility on display.
Yeah, you love that body control.
How about the power and grace on that finish? Just call him the Beard. James Harden, not just iconic, but also entering the conversation for the best player in the NBA.
And the Rockets making a change here. Smith has checked in. Right, the pass to Big Daddy. The jump hook misses off the right iron. And speaking of Harden and being the best, he'd certainly tell you so. He referred to himself as the best all-around player in the league. What do you think?
And I think he's right in that category. A lot of people laughed him off when he said that, but he's been a legitimate MVP candidate. His defense has gotten better, and obviously his offensive game is off the charts.
Michael Beasley.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And, Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. And the pass to Houdini. 5 on the clock. This one for 3. Good. Houdini's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And really, how about the quick release on that triple there, because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Right on target you are, Greg. I mean, the quick release is what made the difference there. Any hesitation, and that shot is being blocked.
Gets it off. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the 4th.
And they're making sure on this one, even though it may not matter in the grand scheme, but the replay process is faster than ever. You know, why not?
Yeah, the replay center in Secaucus is providing the officials with the necessary footage to make the call. We're seeing what they're seeing with the best possible angles.
And they've taken a look at it, and they've overturned the call. They've overturned the call. They're calling the basket good, Greg.
Yeah, and that's why we have replay. I mean, to make sure the officials don't miss any calls. And really, a good job to take the second look at it. Would have been a shame if they'd been cheated out of those points.
We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The 4th quarter of action getting started. And the Rockets with possession here. White is out there with Houdini, and it's Big Daddy. Then there's the Professor. Beasley outside. And there's the 3-second violation.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Here's Clark. He's guarded by Howard. And it's all evened up.
And it's official. They have come all the way back. At one point, this thing seemed to be out of reach.
I did not think they had enough clock to get all the way back, but here they are. And now they've got to feel like they're in control of this thing.
Capella with the bucket.
And tired legs affect you at the defensive end first, and that's what we're seeing here.
You called it, Greg. As much offense as we saw early, we're seeing even more of it here late.
Here's Clark, covered by Beasley. Passes it to Big Daddy. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires from 14, and that one's good.
And the road back into this game wasn't a short one, but they've managed to make it all the way back and tie this thing up.
And, Greg, I've got to admit to you, I mean, I did not think they were going to get all the way back. I thought they were done. But they've shown some serious resilience and character to battle this far back.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted, and it's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, you know, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Hey, Kevin. Well, the Rockets coach had some advice for the team over that last break. It's been a hard-fought game, and he just wanted to give his guys a chance to catch their breath, saying, listen, we're right there. Let's make a push right here, put some pressure on them. Let's come out swinging. Kevin?
And good on the basket. Book it.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And, Greg, we've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
How about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum. Nice pass there to set that bucket up.
And that's 10 of their last 12 points that have come off assists.
Over to the wing. They set the pick. Here's Stewart, knocked away and stolen by Howard. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. Good on the shot. And it's 7 points for Ariza. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Rockets.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And for trouble. Ariza, almost exclusively a perimeter player on the offense last year. New scheme, Greg, new teammates, big adjustment.
Yeah, the Rockets having Dwight Howard camping out in the lane and James Harden needing space for dribble drives. Not much room to operate inside for Ariza.
But they do like his defense, and we know he can hit the three. It's a pretty valuable commodity for him. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They sure have been. I mean, really looking good and sharp offensively.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
And the Rockets with possession here. They've led by as many as 14 points, and it's denied. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Right outside. Shot clock at 6. From 11 feet away, the Rockets pull it in. Knocked loose. And here's Ariza. Here's Beverly. Sinks the three-pointer. Beverly's got 5 points now in the quarter.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Can they get it? And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
Shots are just flowing from him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They're up by 4. 1:51 left in the fourth quarter. We've got 1:48 left to play in the final quarter. And there's the call on Mr. Perfect. That's foul number 2 for him.
Rockets call timeout.
Timeout called the Rockets. They're in front by 4. 1:46 left in the game.
Timeout call.
Timeout. Start it.
One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
They don't seem to have any answers for him. They need to review their game plan and look for a way to cool him off.
.146 left in the fourth quarter of this one.
They've been ineffective in disrupting Ariza's game. He has 8 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc.
So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
The free throws go down, and the lead goes up.
1:41 left in the fourth quarter. Right, the pass to Stewart. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Ariza covering. Here's Rowe, and he gets that one to go off the front.
Big time bucket there, and you can expect to see him stay very involved the rest of the way.
Right with the double team. Ariza kicks to Beasley. Banked in off the glass.
Excellent work offensively to get that shot attempt into a can't-miss area.
On 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. Here's Mr. Perfect. He's guarded by Howard. Back to right. Pass to Stewart. Three-pointer. And that one's good. Rockets leading by 3. Harden outside. Back to Beverly. Here's the prodigy. The pass to Mr. Perfect. Yes!
Those are huge points.
Beyond huge, partner. I mean, they needed that bucket desperately.
Ariza with it. Well, we can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, you got the lead. Burn some clock here.
Smart move.
Yep.
Howard setting the pick for Beverly. Ariza outside. From outside, off the mark. Right against Harden. Now here's Wright. Wright sets a screen. Passes to Mr. Perfect. Beasley with the steal. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 3-point game.
Yeah, those free throws make things a little more simpler right now. They just have to guard against the three-pointer. And a chance here to send it to overtime.
Got to see the 3 and be the 3 if that's going to happen.
What's your take, guys?
With this much time remaining, they should be able to get themselves a decent shot at the basket. Still, a contested 3 is never an easy shot.
Here's the prodigy.
He got it! He got it!
And guys, that's one for the highlight reel. They needed a 3 to extend the game, and the young fella delivers.
Yes, he did. A clutch shot, and really what I like, guys, there was no hesitation. He shot it freely and with confidence.
Well, if you're just joining us, this one has been a great one. We've got overtime action now, folks. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. So on the floor for Houston, Beverly and Harden, they're the backcourt. Beasley out there with Trevor Ariza. And it's Howard in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Well, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
Now a timeout called by Houston. Cuts off the pass. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. 19 points in the game.
Uh-oh, a little showboating at the end of that one.
Rockets trail by 4. Harden left side. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
Conley the pass to Rowe. And that one falls coming off Conley's feed. 9 points for Mr. Fundamentals.
What are they thinking leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not heard that this guy is unbelievable? That's a layup for him.
Ariza with the bucket. It's extra time here, just over a minute into overtime. To the left side wing. Here's the prodigy. Ariza covering. Stewart passes to Rowe. Just 5 to shoot. Tries from 10, and he knocks down the jumper. Mr. Fundamentals got 5 points in the quarter. Now a timeout called by Houston. They're behind by 5. There's a minute 34 left in the first overtime. Whitey's checked in for Houdini. Well, overtime basketball, a minute and a half played so far. No coverage that time. 15 points for Trevor Ariza.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Comes up empty down low. Gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage. Outside. Poked loose. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. It's 2-on-1. On up the court.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
Off the screen. That's no good. It's his second miss. He's made 4. And so they choose to intentionally foul. Two points here might be all the cushion they need.
You would think so. This game is theirs for the taking.
Doubled by Howard. Up and in on the layup.
And immediately looking for the open man when the double team comes to him.
Timeout called the Rockets. They're behind by 6. 26 seconds left in the first overtime. And so it's Houston with it. 6-point game.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And he ends up making the second, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And here's Houston.
Not sure there's anything they can do to salvage this one.
Not anymore. I mean, any chance they had got away from them, slipped right out of their hand.
Harden kicks to Beasley. Good.
Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Yeah, but Greg, they didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job. Who go to the line?
Ball game.
Clutch free throws there. That should ensure they're going home with the W.
From deep, Harden. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really came on in the extra period.
Yeah, when adversity was at its greatest, they came up big. They seemed to relax a little bit once we got into overtime.
And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. And we send you now over to Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson. Got Shaquille O'Neal, got Kenny the Jet Smith. Without further ado, let's take a look at our Jordan player of the game.
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunities. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
I don't know if there's a fan base that loves their star more than this crowd. Wow. I'm getting jealous, and he feeds off that support. Once they got behind him, he became unstoppable, man.
And, folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Have a good evening.